Biafra restoration project is on course.
It remains sacrosanct.
It is irreversible.
And no amount of force can dampen nor quench the ingenuity and the resilience of the indomitable
Biafran spirit. Biafra restoration project is on course.
It remains sacrosanct.
It is irreversible.
And no amount of force can dampen nor quench the ingenuity and the resilience of the indomitable
Biafran spirit.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if their prize is death for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Held to be Biafra, consecrated nation. O fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be a dedication. Spilling our blood we count a privilege. The waving standard which emboldens the free shall always be a flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible unscathed we'll pass. When we are poised the wounds of battle to heal, we shall remember those who died in mass. Then shall our trumpets build the glorious sign of victory. We scarred our minds around. Oh God, protect us from the hidden pitfall. Guide all our movement lest we go astray. Give us the strength to hear the humanist call, to give and not to count their cost each day. Bless those who rule to serve with resoluteness, to make this climb a land of righteousness.
Bible clearly shows where the true Israelites are and where the Messiah is going to gather his people. Judah, he's going to gather from the four corners of the earth. But the other tribes, he will gather from beyond the rivers of Cush in Africa.
Like a candle in the night that came and blew us away.
And like a thief in the night, they came and stole it away.
We've been in the bondage for so long, we need a light.
All the Biafrans should stand up, rise up for your freedom.
It's a freedom song.
Freedom song.
Cut you now we are no one, so no more briefings, see we gotta go.
Our tradition
rising sun.
We will keep on believing and fighting to the end of time. We can't really walk. Hey, Babylon them walkers of iniquity. Brutality them can never see. The rising of the sun.
There is only one indigenous broadcaster championing the cause for the restoration of Biafra. Biafra Human Rights Radio. Of course, unstoppable and remains the beacon of truth. It has been so since yesterday, and it is today and forever.
Yes, once again, fellow lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, wherever you are all over the world, I say good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio Station. Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio Station, popularly referred to as a child of circumstance, empowered by the de facto customary government of Biafra. Of course, this is an embodiment of a numerous pro-Biafran group, different groups that are fighting to put an end to emancipation, emasculation, disenfranchisement, oppression, terrorism, harassment, overruling the principle of the rule of law, and so on. Of course, each group approach the issue from different angle. and we do not condemn anyone. But we want to believe that everything we are doing in the name of our nation must be guided with truth. This radio station is being anchored by Diokpa Uchuka from Efo. Diokpa Uchuka from Efo is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State. And Anambra State is Biafra land. He is the man who simply assured us that under his watch, he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. We have tested the quality of men and women in previous time. And today, with that confidence assurance, just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before now confessed. And that is why when you are falling out of your way, you should be observant. In the early 2015, Nnamdi Kanu said, Uche Mefo cannot betray. Reta Nebogo cannot betray. Imam Mezu cannot betray. But when Nnamdi Kanu saw dollars, he blackmailed and character assassinated everyone. And our people are not getting it. Am I sure? We are getting it. Mazi Mefo simply say, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. In those days when Nigeria were doing everything to shut IPOB down, we were the one on ground here. We were part of the team that coordinated whatever it is that Nnamdi Kanu claim he has achieved. And do you know what? Mazi Uchuka from Efo gave us his word. And it's fair enough. I am George Onyibe. I come from Agbo. Agbo is in Anyoma province. Anyoma province is in Delta State. And I will say everyone in Delta State is a Biafra citizen. But of course, you cannot be cajoled to accept if you do not want. That is why maybe in the nearest future there will be room for plebiscite. I move on to acknowledge Chief Raphael Owazurike, the father of the new nation, Alhaji Asari Dokubo, the chairperson, de facto customary government implementation committee, deputized by Rita Anebogo. Then of course we have the advisory body, we have the hearing parliament member, too numerous to mention, Nwaninya and the rest of them, Ezekwesili, Mbadike, Dr. Okado, Daddy in the Lord Mazi Binu, Dr. Ngukinkwo, Onguzurumba, or Uzurumba, Okuyonka, all of you are highly appreciated. I will move on to Biafra Nation Alliance. Mazi Paul Okunkwo, Okum, of course, Audio Guinea, Uduwele, Agunwani, Ada Biafra, Onyeka Bruno, so numerous to mention. All our administrators in Kenjika, Chimoni Divanchi, all of you, we understand that we acknowledge your sacrifices. And of course, your action today puts it that those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice, their death will not be in vain. I will still move on to acknowledge the indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu. I do not refer them to as IPOB because there is so much about that name IPOB that many Biafrans don't know. Because Nnamdi Kanu took advantage of the support and trust that was given to him. And so he categorically kidnapped and hijacked everything. We have IPOB in Scandinavia. We have IPOB led by the DOS. I have said it before. We will even have IPOB led by George Onyibe or Setiana. And so the only way you can describe us, differentiate us, so that you know who is really the enemy of people. And that's why I call them IPOB, the indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu. The only way you know them without even introduction is once you see their fruit. And what is their fruit? Insult. Iwotele, Ewapamo, Ineshisi, Ibueji. You can't see something good or reasonable from them. No single progressive-minded individual among them. If you go to my wall, Facebook wall now, you will see them. Their pain and frustration is that they've not been able to break us down. But of course, we cannot be broken. It is not possible for them. They can't disgrace us because there is no shame in the womb that gave birth to us. We told Nnamdi Kanu and the gangster called US all these things. You cannot run this mission on the expense of our people's blood. You cannot lead our people in harm's way, thinking they are dead, unsupposed dead, will attract sympathy from global community, which during the eras of them trying to take over our land in different dispensation has actually killed more. If you like, kill all your people. America will not talk. Britain will not talk. As far as any country that has a shareholder when it comes to this oil and gas, they will not say anything. It is said that there is an aluminium known as alloy aluminium. Presently, you can find this alloy aluminium in 2 locations in the whole of the world. Sometimes they say Mexico, sometimes they say America, but it is in Ogoja there. Most of you may not know why we have Alaja steel and the rest of it. And so those who are not stealing gas are stealing oil. The ones that are not stealing oil are stealing metals. You know nothing about that they even exist in this country. And so these people who want all of you dead, probably some want to depopulate you. You think if Nnamdi Kanu send you to go and die, then the world will talk? You have to think again. So indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu, please come and yap, come and insult, come and curse your father and your mother, because that is the only thing you inherit from Nnamdi Kanu. It's unfortunate anyway. But then I must proceed to acknowledge the Creator, because without him we are gone as a people. And as always I say, Anyị na-aja gị mma n'ihi na ị mara mma ịhụnanya na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadi mo inwe gị mgbanwe ọ dịghị onye dịka gị ịbụ Alfa na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na Nedemao Okwa gị bụ echeta obi esike Okwa gị bụ ike anyị ji agaga Okwa gị kewara osimiri imekwa nwanya ga-akọ tụrụ ime Okwa gị yo Chineke ịbụ oke mmiri na-ebu ogwe Okwa gị yo Chineke ma n'ibuchimo n'ibuchime ibuchime n'ibuchim ebuchi anya anyị ji ahụ ụzọ agada gbajiri zọ nwoke obiọma olileanya nke ndị Biafra anyị na-erere ọkụ na anyị agbara ọkụ ogene ka ga-eji tụrụ gị ye gị nna anyị ga na-akwụsị ala na-enye gị ekene na-ebuchi ise. And of course this evening we'll briefly look at to make it more of interactive this evening, and so our people in Biafra land, they can understand the position where we are. It is going to be more of a interactive session, but I will just have to blow up the highlight of our discussion. I titled it a review on Nnamdi Kanu / IPOB sit-at-home order. You see, a lot of things has happened to us in the past. Each time we dig deep into the history of Biafrans from time immemorial, a lot of surprising issues begin to pop up. And I truly know that this revelation that is coming up in a time like this We thank good men and women who stood the ground to keep the original story. And we thank those who control the Wikipedia as well as Cyclopedia, however you want to see them. Each revelation coming from the history of the people of Biafra, it's always mind-blowing until now. And so when you have reason to deal with people, as a leader, you must first of all understand that the way people reason is not the same. Some reason clockwise, but then another group reason anti-clockwise. Some are looking for the big image to influence their response and decision. And then many more are looking for the tiny object in that picture in order to know how to react. And so, to be a successful leader, you must bring yourself down to the level of all of them. You must be patient. You must listen to them. You must understand that their pain is your pain and their joy eventually is your joy. You must consider the consequence, the benefit of the actions of our predecessor. We must put all of them under check and balance. And when this is done, do you see, we can be deceiving ourselves, but down within our heart, we already know the truth. Tomorrow will be the 9th of August, the year of Chukwukikabiama 2021. And maybe a week ago, China Sanguru, IPOB, supposedly Kuwait Continental or Kuwait coordinator, came on radio to give a voice to Chike Doziem, based in Germany with his family. Of course, China Sanguru is in Kuwait. They now issue an order that NNAMDI KANU was arrested, and everybody must sit at home. If you don't sit at home, we will deal with you. You will know who we are. We will show you pepper. And then after which, Biafrans are divided in between opinions. And some will say, let's sit at home in solidarity for NNAMDI KANU, and so Nigerian government can release him. By now, you are supposed to be able to read the handwriting of the war. We are the watchmen, saddled with spiritual responsibilities. We will tell you how it's going to be. And while you are vigorously threatening a whole nations, although it is not clear whether this sit at home is for only Igbo land or it is Biafra land in general, they left that clause for you to bamboozle you and justify their next line of propaganda. They have not told us anyway. But whether it is Igbo land, whether it is Ijo land, whether it's any one, as far as this issue of NNAMDI KANU is concerned, nobody sits at home. You will understand that nobody takes it done by words, but by action. But I will give you the reason, not because we have the power in ourselves. And now, you are campaigning vigorously for the release of NNAMDI KANU. But then, what baffles people like us who are deep insider here to protect the interests of the Biafran people is that we have over close to 10,000 IPOB members locked up in different cells across Nigeria. NNAMDI KANU just use you and dump you. And then if you want to kill the next Biafra and spill their blood in the land of Biafra because they didn't sit at home, may the blood of those who have died and you people did not remember them judge all of you. May the tears and the cry and the pain of those family, NNAMDI KANU have betrayed their husband or their wife, may the pain of those their children touch the heart of God. And let the same thing be done unto your family. Everything you have done to your brother or your sister in this struggle, let God use it to reward you. Most of you do not understand the spiritual implication in what we are doing. You think it's all shall be. You cannot bastardize the blood of the Biafran nation. Neither can you change our values. And so why am I saying this? There are write-ups going on social media that KANU Junior brother said that they should suspend the sit at home on Monday. And to tell you how hopeless and useless indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu are, the proper be. In as much as I'm not in support of sit at home or no sit at home, Kanunta was making a point. And that is because you putting sit at home. Do you know our children are going to write NECO? Have you considered that most of them in the higher institution have exam tomorrow? And then thunder is firing your generation. You are telling them to sit at home. Of them don't even know what is happening, and then your children's schools in diaspora, and our children have exam that Monday. Many higher institution has exam on that day. NECO is sitting on that day. Why are you people so brainless and you think you can just bamboozle everything? This is the problem. The people who are progressive minded individual, now they cannot blackmail all of them out so he can surround himself with his zombie. But now you understand that Madwa Brochi, in here Lechuku, Kakai. Now you are getting the point. And so, which means as far as IPOB stable is concerned, the vice president of Biafra, being in Nnamdi Kanu junior brother, he show a little bit sense. And then the other criminal zombies, gangster called US, they have a game. And so this evening I want to see how I can open my line as fast as we can, and then you call and give us reason why you believe that we should sit at home, or how you think it should be done. It's unfortunate anyway. Like I have said, this action that will take place tomorrow, it depends on how they handle it. Don't make any mistake. It has the capacity to change or reprogram the nation of Biafra. Our duty is to keep telling you, if Biafra Human Rights, Nigeria, Biafra Nation Alliance, the de facto customary government, if they didn't take up this challenge on time, you people don't know what Nnamdi Kanu was coming to do. We fought very hard, and that's why Dragon Flag only led some misguided brothers to their death. That is why unknown gunmen are being known today. That is why Eastern Security Defendants, as they call themselves, are very useless. In their present, their leader was kidnapped like a Greek fowl. Useless. All the people who have sense, Nnamdi Kanu have chased them away. The question should be in the mind of every Biafra. What is the purpose of sit at home? As you are with your Facebook now, chanting, we will sit at home, try and come out. I have been saying this in my program since January. I have been saying it every day. And honestly, I do not threaten you. I'm not challenging you, but I'm making you a promise. The day I will see you around me, we have documented all of you. Your generation will tremble at the mention of Biafra and Nigeria. I promise you. I am not in diaspora. I'm in Biafra land. That is why it is important you people coordinate yourself. When we were in the DOS, I was telling Nnamdi Kanu, I was telling Chike Duziem, Tony Zulumike, Nenayanya, all the gangster called DOS. I constantly talk to them. I said, this thing you people are doing, we will come out to. One day we will tell the world, have you people considered how you will be viewed when they know what you are doing? The same way, I'm warning those of you, IPOB member who are in Nigeria or in Biafra land, they send you, because once Chinas are crippled into your emboss, he going to be calling you bro, we need to do this, bro. If I see your shadow around me, you will understand that there is a power that shapes my way. But let's leave it at that. Now, why you take your Facebook on WhatsApp, you're saying sit at home, all that stuff, we must sit at home. Let's be sincere. Of course, this is a historical question. What is the benefit? What is the purpose? Rather, what is the aim of sit at home? So most of you conversing, you do not know. But let me tell you one of those aims. The reason for declaring sit-at-home order is for IPOB to prove that they have the power to do anything in Biafra land. They want to test the water. And then tomorrow all of us run inside the house. They now say, hey, we IPOB order. Then they come on social media. Yes, we are formidable. We control. Why did you think NNAMDI KANU was bragging? I control over 2 million men. I can have anywhere I want to be destroyed, I can play God if I like. He's playing God now inside Alamajiri camp. Unfortunate. Have you considered? Have you considered their testing power? Living in the past glory is the greatest disgrace that can happen to any individual. So if you're IPOB member led by NNAMDI KANU or indigenous people of NNAMDI KANU, you are living in the past glory. Okay, because you have used the blood of our people to desecrate our land. Where is Fulani herdsmen now? That truth, we must say it before our time is up. So your kind and your blood who's betrayed their own and desecrate the land of Biafra, we must know you for who you are. We don't hide ourselves here. Of course, those were some of the unique foundational principles that built the former IPOB. NNAMDI KANU will say, the man came now I know me now. Yahoo Mugus everywhere trying to shut us down. But you don't know how prepared we are. So number one, they want to show you they have power, but they don't. They want to show you, yes, and then they talk. They don't talk anything. IPOB don't even control a street in Biafra land. IPOB led by NNAMDI KANU don't even control a street. They deceive those of you in diaspora, and then you like to, they tell you what your inching ear want to hear, and then you are good. Number 2 points there. Answered testing of power. They are running experiment on you. They are running experiment on you so that they know how to control you next time. They are also using it as a means to initiate mind control by inducing fear as a weapon to control the people if they paid in for it. They say, let's see how it's going to be. Let's see what they will be doing now is how to adjust the time. Maybe tomorrow morning, the memo writer Chike Duzen will come up. Yes, we didn't know there was an exam going on, so we postponed the sit at home. But were they not supposed to consider how their action affect their people? Exactly what I told NNAMDI KANU, having collected money from politicians and then seed all of you, document all of you. And he asked me to go on air and tell our to go and vote. They think they are using us. I asked NNAMDI KANU, have you considered how this decision will affect our people? Because that is the most important thing. And he talked to me arrogantly. Are you telling me they will not obey? And I said, I have not said so, sir. I only asked you, have you considered how this your action will affect our people? They are studying you. You cannot afford to allow anybody to make you or see you as predictable. IPOB, led by NNAMDI KANU, they are predictable. And so, that is just the purpose. That is their aim. Even though they release NNAMDI KANU today, it will not give us Biafra. Even though they release him today, we organize venue for him. And now go there and show supremacy. It will not give us Biafra. Is there any drama we have not played here? Is there any home video we have not shown you? We have done fashion parade. We have done talent display. To mention but a few. So, onwani nyanya ka ho tano kelene hombo. Onwani nyanya ka ho kejigbedeke. We've done enough. We've talked enough. But this is the time to actually understand that there are a lot we have to do that we have not done. The number 2 there is, do they have the right to mandatory demand from the people of Biafra to sit at home? Do these people have that right? How do you explain it? Buhari comes on air and said, no, Nigeria should come out tomorrow. Even to declare curfew, it's not very easy for the governors to do, except they were compelled to. Sorry for that break, except they were compelled to. And then somebody just wake up. It's only those who consider you as a fool, useless and inconsequential can issue such order. We are telling you, you must sit at home. Have you checked how it will affect us? Do you know there are people who is booked down for surgical operation in one of those hospitals tomorrow? Do you know some will be on their way tomorrow morning to donate blood to certain individuals who may die without that blood? Do you know that many Biafrans at this stage can't even afford 2 square meals a day? Do you know many of the parents in Biafra land have to work overtime to be able to pay their bills? This is your supremacy decision. Have you considered how it will affect our people? No, you have not done that. The time for exchanging us for cowries and gold is over. And so the people of Biafra must begin to check the kind of leadership that is emanated from the supposedly IPOB. Maybe you begin to get your sense back. Number 3, does this sit-at-home order have any positive advantage for the people of Biafra? The answer is no. Even though they release NNAMDI KANU today, it will not change anything. Not until the right principle is initiated. Biafra is not going to come. The kings has a role to play. The intellectuals have roles to play. Progressive-minded organizations have a role to play. People in politics have a role to play. And so virtually nobody has the complete tools or instruments for this restoration project. It has to take all of us to free all of us. So there is no advantage there, ordinarily. If it is the right of NNAMDI KANU, mind for self-determination. If it is the rights of our people to demand for self-determination, if it is our rights to civil disobedience, and then we should be able to come out boldly and engage that system. Most of you will think that nothing is happening. Something is really happening, only that we have failed to learn from the past mistakes. Number 4, what is the disadvantage of IPOB order? 1, self-imposed economic emasculation. Self-imposed economic emasculation. And now most people who sell food as canteen or buka or mama put, who has not heard about this IPOB declaration of sit at home? As I'm speaking to you, they are cooking their food they will sell tomorrow morning. And that is why we appeal to well-meaningful Biafrans to do what you can and make sure that we install relay station everywhere around Biafra land. Because this may be our last defendant in the last outpost. And so, those people do not know what is going on. I can tell you more than 60% of our people don't know that NNAMDI KANU Zombie has issued an order that everybody should sit at home. They did not do any canvassing. They didn't go out for evangelism. No sensitization program, unlike how we used to do it before. And so those people are going to come out with the mindset that all is well. and then they are going to kill them. A single Biafran soul that loses is actually a lose to the people of Biafra, because the contribution they are supposed to make will no longer be there. The second advantage is this sit-at-home of IPOB indirectly disorganized political structure to the detriment of our people. It disorganized the government of the day. In as much as we don't have genuine reason to praise any governor or any senator politically, but then they're solving more problem you can imagine. If you disorganize them, you will see their capacity to manage situation will be reduced. It's a disadvantage to us. And then we look at the third one. This is indirectly creating the atmosphere for the Nigerian government to kill the people of Biafra. Some misguided brethren who have been assigned by China Sanguru, the Air Mustafa of Biafra land, the Bush Eyes, will be on the street tomorrow morning, very early in the morning, between 4 to 6. And those of you who go to market on time, they will waylay you. You people will be the one who will suffer it. And then at the end of the day, the Nigerian army will now have any reason why our land must be under military occupation. They're going to shut everywhere down. And then we'll start crying. Then they kill us, then they kill us, then they kill us. But we are the one who initiated that process. And the less disadvantage there is that we discourage investors from our land. In as much as we are to leave Nigeria, we cannot afford to destroy our business. We cannot afford to destroy our institution. We cannot afford to disorganize everywhere. We cannot afford. These are some of the things that comes with DOS gang of criminal sit-at-home order. You were never considered. Your position was never reviewed. They are the bulls. They are the bulls. Anything they like, they will do. In conclusion, as I leave our line open for everybody to call in and tell us, what is your take on that? What is your view? Because we need to teach our people. Sometimes we'll need to make our people understand the position where we are. Don't just trying to follow propaganda or social media. But then you must try to be part of this system, genuinely involved in the restoration project. We have so much to do, so much preparation to make. But can I tell you that we have not even started? And some indigenous people of KANU have you achieved? In 2 months you're asking me what I achieved. And then on the other hand, you never thought about this to ask KANU what has he achieved over a decade with the billions at his disposal. I tell you, 20 million naira and Nigerians will run out of Nigeria. But of course, it's not a challenge anyway. Because what we will do, it will shock you. But KANU, of course, is not fighting for Biafra. He's fighting to defend his ego. He just wants you to think he's something not. And he will continue to fall until he repents. He must apologize to our elders. He must apologize to those people he has called saboteur and character assassin. He must apologize to the family of those people he has led to their death. He must apologize to those he has betrayed into the Nigerian dungeon. And our monthly due, he will give account. Then you know what is coming. Nenanya can shout and deceive. Just look at the agitation now. It's all about raising money for ESM. imaginary army. And so, like I said, our lines are open at this moment, and the people of Biafra are free to call in, and we encourage you to circulate this information to your people. There is nothing like sit at home. If you sit at home, the Nigerian Fulani around you will note you as a Biafran. They will come for you when you least expect. Are we saying this to induce fear into you? No. We cannot afford to be careless with our life. The brave soldier is the one that go to war and come back alive. If you die in that process, they will give you a position in the military cemetery, and they will remind you once in a while. But those who use wisdom, when they go to war, they come back alive. They decorate them with gold medals, and then even when they die, they say receive the same honor with you. And of course, the line to call, the WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642 is our WhatsApp line. And then 081-221-5297 is our direct line, and you are free to call in and make your own positive contribution. Advise our people on this issue. Of course, I am joined by one of us already, Agowani. Can you hear me, Agowani? Can you hear me, caller on the line? Yeah, just go ahead, please. Good evening from you.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on your time zone. All the well-meaning and conscious people of Biafra, the lovers of freedom, the genuine ones, I greet our father of the new nation, Chief Rafu Azike. I greet Asari Dokubo, the chairperson of the Biafra de facto customary government, and the deputy, Retebele Chukwu and Ebogu. I greet that in the Lord. I greet our Mazin, Dr. Kadu, Okuyamoka, our granddaddy, Austin Alaribe, Paul Okom, and many other ones that I could not remember to mention their names now. I say may God bless and protect and hold all of them tight for us when we get what we are looking at for. Really, your question today that looks like a debate or so is very nice one. I keep on saying it, and we have been shouting about it, talking about it. For those that are not gone, they will not know. Those of us that are on the ground, we know what is happening. By the time they come to rant, we on the ground have been shouting it time immemorial that there is nobody on the ground. They are just talking. Like the sit at home tomorrow as they proclaimed before, I know it's not going to hold water. But thank God that my brother is reasoning like a human being somehow now. Maybe tomorrow they would have gone somewhere to hire killers from the Fulani side to come and kill our people there. We call them ESN. Where are the ESN? The ones that have been captured and put in the dungeon everywhere, and they abandoned all of them. Or where do they keep the ones they want to make use of? That won't come to pass. You have already enumerated all the advantages and disadvantages. I don't think that he has any advantage at all. Everything about it is disadvantageous. Because if they are to do it the right way we normally do it before, consultation must be made. The people they're supposed to consult, they will consult so that it will go normally and peacefully without any bloodshed. But anything you are doing to the detriment of human being, to the aspect of taking out somebody's life, there's no any advantage there. And the one other serious thing there is that as I did in my place that you kill a fowl. When you cut the neck of that fowl and cook, in pot that you are cooking that fowl, the neck will bend as if you want to fight the pot. And it will abandon the person that killed it. That's exactly what they are doing. Somebody injured you people. Somebody incarcerated your leader. I'm not even talking of all our, even my own brother inclusive. You see in the dungeon, if I tell you they have not killed him, and you people are not talking about it. Millions of them, both men and women, are there. You are not talking about it. It's the person that is leading them into that their early grave we are talking about. Okay, fine and good. But now, the Fulani Janjaweed, as they call them, are the people that is holding your leader. So why are you coming to threaten us? Why not go to that Abuja? Before the 26th of last month, that we are ranting everywhere. That day, all road lead to Abuja. Go. Now, those stupid ones that went to Abuja, they have not come back till today. All of them we apprehended both in Abuja town and those that we are going, those from Bonn State going there, we are arrested in Kogi. They have not come back to today, and they are not talking about it. Now, one thing that baffles me is this: why not arrange all those ESN men that does wonders, those that God sent from heaven to come and enter the souls of those that have been killed to liberate you people and fight for you people? Why not to send them, all those ghost ESN liberators? Send them to DSS Abuja so that they will go there and do their brakataba and do wonders and pick your leader out of that place. Do they think that if Biafra or the Igbos, as they put it, sit at home for the whole year, that the Nigerian government will talk to them, they will even be happy, because that's what they wanted all of us to be killing ourselves. There is nothing you do that they will not even be clapping hands. They want to reduce our population, and they are helping them to do it. That's the more reason why at times I will start wondering, who is the person this guy is doing his bidding? Are you sure he's fighting for Biafra or he's fighting for himself? Till when I came to realize that everything about Biafra is no more in his dictionary. He has removed everything. Now, you could not do that. And again, there is thank God that the brother issued this note now. Like, I'm not going back to all the ones you mentioned before, because really they are testing ground. I said it at the earlier stage that China Sangworu wanted to step into the footmark of NNAMDI KANU to know whether that footmark will match him, whether it will size him, so that he will start from there and start issuing all that, because all of them knew that they have what they will not swallow. So they know the grievance and the gratitude and the magnitude of the offense committed. And that's the major reason why they did it that way. And that's the major reason why all of them now came up now and start dragging for one position or the other, because they know the offense is committed by him is so grievous that he's not a child play. Now somebody issue a moment, you came on air to rant. After that, another person came up again. Now, even to the extent that is the one interviewing their lawyer now. What kind of human is this? Another one said it now. The lawyer now came up again. Somebody that I have told the whole world that he has spoken with their leader in the. They have given him access. He has gone there. He has spoken with him. His feet is this and that. Even seeking for unity. Is the one that came up now, and they are now concocted another news that technically NNAMDI KANU is still in Kenya, before they started writing all their garbage there to use it to turn the brain of the gullibles upside down. Something is fishy. I still watching and observing till when it will finally come out. They wanted to test run and know how it's going to be, and they have seen it now that the first test running has failed. because the brother of the person in dungeon, the KANU himself in dungeon, is still showing them that we are the owner of this company. We just allowed you people to be partaker to it. The real matter will still mature very soon, because I saw a comment somebody made below the statement KANU issued. He warned him seriously that he is trying to dance naked at the market, that they are going to show him that he's not a principal officer in IPOB, that they are not even sure whether he's a member of IPOB. You see? And he himself is saying something to cover and protect his brother, because the thing is coming to their own flesh now, and he's trying to make amends. He is saying it now, and he's trying to let them know that this person they are talking about is his own brother. They will not stay there and allow his eye to be sinked into the water just like that. So there is a very big division now. But those that are not in the spirit will not know. There is nothing like any advantage for their city, unless if it is something that planned the right way and you carry that seat at home to the right place, it will yield revenue. But even if you sit for 100 years at home for Biafra land, it will not yield any revenue for you, because I don't know who even advised them. They claim they have a lawyer. And the lawyer
they are learning sit at home from Ambazonia, Ghost Town. It's Ambazonia that is teaching them now. Ambazonia have been fighting even almost the same time with the people of Biafra. Up till now, they have, in fact, all of them have become saboteur. Pro-Ambazonian group are fighting each other. The same one of them, that of Onyibe group, which now the KANU is following, also known as Black Leg. They are the one that taught Chinas are them ghost town. But Biafra land can never be ghost town. Not today, not tomorrow, not forever. Go ahead, and sorry for interrupting you.
It's no problem. Even that one you are talking about, I still watched the interview. They granted the other opposition. They brought out his picture. Come and see how they are laughing rubbish out of his eye. And they say they have asked him severally to show them the area is controlling. No way. Show us your forces. You have armed men. He say it's a secret thing. What is secret about it? To show anything. So they have found out that he's negotiating with the government of the place they want to live. So, and all of them together, the other groups have come together planning on how they are going to take him out of the road, because they have found out that he is their problem. You see, the thing is repeating. I said it earlier on, that any place this guy puts hands always gets sore. See how he liaises with Moho. Where is Moho today? See how he carried his bad omen to Ambazonia. Today they have more problem than how they started. So also it will continue. Now even the DSS very soon, or DOS they call it, very soon they will have the part of it. It's going to hook them, because they have started going into the wrong direction. And thank God that the brother to NNAMDI have started reasoning well, and they started doing it. Issued his own order. The other ones issued their own. Let's know which one will stand. And definitely the brother knows that all the governors of Biafra land, and all the men and women of Biafra land were against the sit at home order. So he had to get up and do the needful. So let's not continue to be talking, because others are still waiting to make their own. I really thank you for the topic, because I know there is no advantage of didn't do it the right way, and they will never even do it the right way, because their brain has totally been damaged. Only by the special grace of God may make them to turn back. Otherwise, they have continued moving to their own direction, to their own detriment. So I thank God, because I know tomorrow everybody's going on their business, stopping anybody from going to their private businesses, even government owned. So we go nowhere. We stand Gidigba, and as we are watching and observing them, before they will start learning how to fly, there are some people that have flown before them. So nothing spoiled. Just keep on
Thank
keeping
you
on.
very much. We
Keep,
must continue.
keep on doing the good work you are doing for us.
Thank you.
Ekekerowa, bless you, sir.
And bless you
Good
too.
night from
Good night
here.
from here. Yes,
Thank you,
caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Hello, brother Onyibe, good evening.
Good evening, Kenjika, always in a high spirit. Good evening from
Yes,
here. I hope you are sitting at home tomorrow.
Brother Onyibe, I'm calling from Port Harcourt, River State. I greet all who are under my voice at this point in time. Those I know and those I may not call them or I may not know them. Today we have found ourselves in what we never bargained for, in what we never saw coming. But let me tell everybody what I'm gonna do tomorrow, the assignment I gave to myself. I'm informing all our people. Tomorrow I'm going to carry out a project. According to NNAMDI KANU, Biafra includes the 6 South states. But you are talking of sit at home only for the 5 Southeast states. Are you excluding South? So I'm going to show KANU tomorrow that the people of South don't know what he's talking about. The people of South are not even aware of his existence. And I'm going to do this by going to 5 different markets in River State, in Port Harcourt. I'll visit 5 different markets. I will take pictures of these 5 markets. How these 5 markets, is empty. Okay? How these markets will be empty tomorrow. I'm going to show the world so that they will know whether this is the Biafra land or not. You cannot be fighting for freedom and you are applying force. It doesn't correspond. You cannot be teaching me about Christianity, about God, and you are living with Satan. It's ironical. You see a future. They are free to do what they want to do, but you are not showing me freedom. Either because you don't believe any other religion will exist in Igbo land or in the Biafra land except your Jewish belief. You have said it over and over that there are nothing like Muslim. There's nothing like Islamic religion or Muslim religion in Igbo, in South in the entire Biafra. There are Muslims in United States. There are Muslims in Turkey. There are Muslims in Britain. The government did not ban Islamic religion. I don't see any country that ban any religion. You are in a society whereby you make your opinion heard through force, which means there's no objectivity. You don't object any decision and his cohorts. So this, for me, cannot take me higher than where I am, because I always tell people, before you take me, you promise to take me somewhere else, I need to know where you're taking me to, so that I can decipher whether where you're taking me to is better than where I am today. I can't be looking for greener pasture, a peace environment, and I'm going to Iran from Nigeria. I'm going to Australia from Nigeria. So I'm no longer looking for a better and greener pasture. As I always say, Kamo Ohaja Ofonye Woroha. This is my belief. If my family would die for me, let me die for my family. Because 2 heads are better than 1. So it makes no meaning when, because of one singular individual, people will be losing their lives. It makes no meaning. If I will live while my community, my entire family will die just for me to live, it makes no meaning. It makes no meaning, because those heads are not inferior to mine. So if better I die, let everybody live. Let more people live than more people dying for one person. It makes no meaning. So before I begin to tell myself that I want to join IPOB, I want to see the things that makes these people better than the Nigerian people today, the Nigerian society. I haven't seen. The so-called IPOB has never created any empowerment program since its existence. They have never created any empowerment program. During COVID-19, a cup of rice was never shared in Afaruku. I'm talking of Afaruku. I don't mean Abia State, no, Southeast. I mean Afaruku. A cup of rice was never shared to that small community, that little community. So I'm looking out for that behavior that I need to admire, that I need to copy. That someone will tell me that, yes, if we come together and become a nation, we'll be better than other countries. I haven't seen it. You don't people with the heart of love. You don't talk to people with the mind that these people are human beings. You believe that you are talking to, slaves who believe you at all costs. For you to ride over them, for you to lord everything over them. This is not a democratic personality. This is not a democratic emancipation. So I want to see that behavior. Today, I have so many threats in my phone. I have so many threats in my phone. Just because I talked to you, I told you, hey, young man, this is not the way to fight for freedom. The next thing I say is, we are going to use your head. We are going. Come on. If you achieve that, would that give you Biafra? So this is what the struggle has become. It has become an issue of either you believe in Biafra or dead, or they kill you. Either you believe in Biafra or they cut off your head. Is that how to vote for referendum? So I don't have the right again to vote no. Is that what I'm going to teach my children? So I look forward to that person that will convince me. I look forward to that person that will give me, one important thing that can be emulated from this approach of fighting for freedom. So tomorrow I'm going to make that journey. I'm going to do that sacrifice, whatever it costs me. I will record the video. I will record pictures of people, of streets in Port Harcourt where people are having their normal activity. I will do it at my own expense, no doubt, no problem. Where people are having their normal expenses, normal activities, normal businesses, normal transactions. 5 various markets, so that the world will look at it and tell me, okay, if this is not the same Biafra land that you are proud of, that you force them, force them to belong to, you imply your culture, you try to force them to teach them that they belong to this. They don't belong to, they don't have a religion, they don't have a tribe, they don't have language, they don't have culture. They must buy the Igbo culture. So that people will see and know that this is like cutting the grass from the flowers. You are not removing the root cause. You have never met these people. Today, I always say it. Mentioning Biafra to people in Igbo, in people in rivers rather, is like telling them about your mother's soup, how sweet it is. Comes your thing, Oga, take away that your thing. Guy, remove this your thing, this your Igbo thing. It becomes my family thing. That's how they see it. An average rivers man sees this thing as your family thing. I'm talking of a state that has over to 15 languages. You count the Ogoni, the Ikweres, the what they call them, the Kalabari, the Okreka, name them. And none of these people have seen their culture, their tradition, their tribe reflected in your struggle. Have never seen their member being one of your executives or one of your, decision makers to tell them that they are really part of what you are talking about. So we are going to see that total lockdown. Yes, that total lockdown in River State, that even ant self will not move in River State. We are going to see it. I'm going to devote my time to share these pictures, to take photos, so that let us know what is happening. Let me stop here, my brother. Keep doing your good job. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Mazi Nkenjika. We continue doing what we are supposed to do. There is no shadow of turning back and no thought of sliding. You have to call and let's know your take. Nnamdi Kanu Takano said that there will be no sit at home tomorrow. And then the gangster called US, led by Chike Duzem, said there must be sit at home. The people of Biafra has the right to decide. You can call in and let us know your takes on that. If at the end of the day you want to sit at home, tell us. And of course, if you are in support with Kanunta, who has said because of NECO, not just NECO, in many departments in higher institutions, they have their exam tomorrow. And even if the gangster called US did not calculate properly because they don't reason, the only thing they reason is how to create saboteur. It's unfortunate no saboteur have been created since my creation. So does it mean you just come out and issue order and issue command without checking how it affects the people? Biafrans, this is the time we must save ourselves. If we fail to do that, nobody will do it for us, because God will not do for man what man should do for themselves. The era of mumbo jumbo is over. The era of mumbo jumbo to Mazobidi is over. This is the time truth must prevail above all. And of course, caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening, Biafra George.
My brother, you're welcome to the program. Good evening from here.
Biafra George, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to add my voice. And good evening to all Biafrans, friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom from world over. Good evening to the Biafra de facto customary government. I would crave indulgence to be a little bit petty today. I don't know if you permit me just to be petty for 2 minutes, please.
Of course, you are very free.
Yes, this goes directly to members of indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu and DOS. That the Nnamdi Kanu, the DSS is holding is a clone. That is Nnamdi Kanu El Jubrin from Sudan. He's fake. He's not the real Nnamdi Kanu. The real NNAMDI KANU is in Israel. They need to go look for him in Israel. The one they have, they can look at it. It's all gray hair. That is old man. That is an elderly NNAMDI KANU. They need to go and look for a younger NNAMDI KANU.
I never knew you notice it though. Did you check the neck? Because Elohim told me to check the neck.
But I checked the neck and I checked the left ear and the left eye.
Elohim said you should cut that neck.
You know, yeah, this whole thing, sorry, I'm being petty. Now I begin to question their logic, because sometimes it's good to give people a taste of their own medicine. If they can see them for 2 years, time lost can never be regained. They never questioned NNAMDI KANU. How is it to them Biafra? For the last 15 years. For 9 years, he was on Wazurike. Since 2019, it has been Buhari left here. Aisha young boyfriend. None of these people could question their logic, and they all believed it. Ran to town with it. Now, I need to give them a taste of their own medicine. That, you know what, the NNAMDI KANU, they are taking on his behalf to put a seat at home. It's not in Nigeria, it's in Israel. The one with DSS is an old man. He's an 100-year-old man. You know, they need to go and look at his left ears and right ears. Anyway, that being said, but one thing is certain, this seat at home is dead on arrival. It is not achievable. It's not actionable plan. You know, it's not sustainable. Because the reasons are, you know, members of the DOS, they're intellectually disabled, just like any member of IPOB. First and foremost, this case is not within their reach to decide. You know, now, nobody can tell the duration of this trial. What they should have worked with their legal counsel and the goodwill of NNAMDI and other prominent Igbo was to see how they can have accelerated hearing, probably coming into agreement with the federal government that, you know, this case will run for 6 months. Then they could put their ball rolling within that 6 months. What if on the 21st of October, with all this threat and everything, the federal government decides to, you know, consider it a major security risk and they push the case to, say, February or May 2022? Are we going to keep having sit at home every Monday? The answer is no. A civil servant, you know, is so clear. These guys cannot think through anything. Now, they are formidable. He has 2 million men. He can get anywhere he wants to get destroyed. This is the time they need to show that their formidability. NNAMDI KANU is in somewhere within DSS custody. This is the time they need to go and commit the greatest jailbreak of all. And rather than them coming back to threaten the civilian population in Biafra land, why don't they sit down with that noise-making plan how they can get hold of a top official of the government, take that person hostage, hold that person, and tell the federal government categorically, we have this person in our custody. Now the deal is, release NNAMDI KANU or release your person. That is the way other people do it. They only run their mouth when they cannot carry out. As this is the time for action. The Biafran population is not part of NNAMDI KANU's arrest. Intimidating them would not help to his release or anything. Rather, it will help to militarize our space. And these guys cannot think. So how many sit at home do they want to have in a month? Do they understand that within that space, they have business that are highly vested? Do they expect financial institutions, hospitals, federal ministries, state ministries, and parastatal MDAs to shut down every Monday? These people are only calling for crisis. That is the simple truth. Because within those areas, they have federal ministries. You cannot stop federal civil servants from going to work. So in essence, what they can only achieve is to stretch the security operative. But then my concern is the vulnerable population who would fall victims. They can't achieve it. This is it is obvious that they are sit at home. 26th of July was only within the Biafran southeast. So now let me just, for sake of doubt, say within the five eastern states. Are they going to every morning, Monday morning, ask federal civil servants not to go to work? Do they understand what they're calling for? What were they thinking? Maybe are they going to target just the traders? Or are they going to target the general population? Or are they going to be on the way, getting on people's way, emergency services, people going to hospitals? Or our children can't go to schools anymore? Or maybe our mothers cannot, go out anymore? What are they thinking? And for these guys, this faceless criminal in Kuwait, I doubt if he's in Kuwait anyway, for them calling for all this sit at home, it is time every members of DOS and the IPOB members in diaspora, they need to board the next flight, get back to Nigeria, then let them join forces with those in Nigeria, and collectively fight this battle once and for all. They cannot be in their safe hiding with their families under their duvet and their bedsheet, gaslighting these vulnerable guys who will probably go out tomorrow to confront a situation they have no control over. Are they thinking that the state government will sit back and do nothing, and the federal government will sit back and do nothing? Enough of this blunder. At the end of the day, NNAMDI KANU has a case with the federal government, not with Biafran population. Biafrans have nothing in it. And if they try to make any case that he's fighting for a Biafran cause, have they subjected themselves to town hall meeting? Who did they consult? Who is IPOB? Number one, IPOB and their criminal DOS, they are not state actors, they are not political actors, and they do not have the mandate of the state. It is not enforceable. All I'm saying is this: they need to watch what they do, because they are endangering the civilian population. We've had enough casualties. Look what happened in Olo. Most victims are not just ESN. We've had civilians wrongly arrested, beaten up. Look at almost all the Okada drivers that their motorcycles were born in Olo. Who is going to replace it for them? Nobody. Now, look at members of the ESN, those that have been killed. They left their young family. There is no social contract. For example, who's going to look after the families of Ikonso's young children? No nurse that was killed in Obibu alongside those 4 guys. This lady has young kids. She has young family. Who is going to look after these kids? Nobody. Where's the social contract? Now they are gaslighting more people. Those they encouraged to go burn Wike's father's church in Diobu. I think those guys from HA coordinators, they are all arrested. Who is talking about them? Nobody. As at the last count, we have over 5,000 Biafrans arrested specifically because of this IPOB shenanigans all over Nigerian prisons. Nobody's talking about them. Enough of this. All these guys in diaspora, they need to calm down. We don't need them in diaspora giving orders, from their hideout in Switzerland and Germany. Let them get on the flight. Let them get on, come into Nigeria, so that at least everyone can be on ground. They can stand side by side with these, their ESN and misguided brothers, and so they can fight it out. Rather than them threatening the civilian population, sit at home. Sit at home will never have any impact of any kind. What they need to do, they need to step up their game. Either they need to consider how to enter into hostage taking. Maybe say the Minister for Justice, look for a way to get him as a hostage. Then they can tell Buhari, now we'll have a Minister for Justice. Release him, and they can will release him. They need to do, not intimidating the vulnerable population. That is not what. It's either they wait, follow this thing by the arms of the law, and just work side by side with their legal team and see what they can get hold of. But truth be said, the charges against this young man is difficult for him to even get a bail condition as it is now. No matter the bail condition, that is out of the way. But thank you so much, and God bless. Let me allow others to contribute. I'll start and listen.
Thank you very much. And of course, that is the voice of the Biafra Nation Alliance spokesperson, We continue to enlighten our people in order to prepare them for what is to come. You are free to call in, make your contribution. What is your take on sit-at-home order issued by indigenous people of NNAMDI KANU? You know, before now, these issues are supposed to be reviewed. But of course, NNAMDI KANU almost got away with it. He surrounded himself with zombies just to be able to manipulate, control them, and then get the money. It's all about the money. We are here standing to make sure we defend Biafra. You people will not understand. We do not claim to be better than anybody, but we promise our best to the people of Biafra. Call on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Good evening, my wonderful brother. You're a legend, you know. I can't thank you enough, you know. If not for anything, 7 lives, you know.
We are in this.
It's very, very sacrosanct.
Go ahead.
Very, very sacrosanct, you know. So it's very, very good what you're doing. Because at this point of time, I'm not even thinking about anything. I'm thinking about all these innocent souls that are being wasted for nothing. Let's go back to memory lane. Nobody knows about Ikonso. Nobody heard about Ikonso. Ikonso was only celebrated when he was killed. And all those sent Ikonso that the government house is going to be
they have forgotten him already.
Ikonso and the word.
They have forgotten him.
Yeah, so it's very, very funny how all these things was happening. You know my pain. If you ask that lady, because from the information, he still have a little child. He still have a very, a child that won't even, maybe not even growing up. He won't even remember what the dad looked like. But they took him for nothing. And all this thing is NNAMDI KANU. All this money he has been siphoning our people. He buy them is weed, like he buy them Igbo with bags, like he can donate like a 50 bag of Igbo. They go smoke and finish, smoke their brain. They're not gonna know what thing that they do. Ask na akufule vagina kirudia. Ask the wife, how does she feel now about the whole situation? And from information, the house they bought by the Nigerian authority is not been rebuilt. The donation they did for him, the Conso Fund, they even consultation where they used that avenue siphon people to make a lot of money to scam everybody in the in the quest, pretending that they want to make the family good. The woman is suffering. She's living in her husband's house. That says it all. She's gone back to her parents, and these people are still doing all this rubbish. The truth now is this sit at home, this lockdown every Monday. Anybody that's ever win well for any Igbo person, any Biafran, is the tablet there where if you really mean well, if you want to do good for yourself, Monday is a day that it's a determination day. Monday, every Monday is make up or break up. If you cannot go out there on Monday to hustle, then the rest of the week, whatever you say, you take it. Then they are telling us that to sit at home. Forgetting that there are some women that they sell maybe granite or wheelbarrow pushers. Some people that even they beg to survive. They're forgetting that a lot of people feed from hand to mouth. They're forgetting that things are very, very hard. They're forgetting that nearly 2 years People have been on lockdown, no means of survival. If not of just to feed their family, and you're telling somebody, you're telling us that you mean well for us, you're telling us that our people should lock their business, and because of NNAMDI KANU. The same NNAMDI KANU that told you that don't worry about him, that his lady died, Biafra, that when he dies, that Biafra will be very, very easy to come out. Why don't you focus more on making sure that our people are now okay, that there is peace, enabling peace in our environment, in our communities, Why are you so worried about somebody that told you he want to sacrifice himself? Why don't you let him do this now to prove to the whole world that he fought for a just cause? No, they are now using it to rob even our kids. Our kids now, people life now, to some of them they do that because all this there was not in school. Not even our elderly ones, the threat in to our kids that are going to school now. You're making them think that something will happen to them if they want to go to school on Monday. Come on, what are we not saying? And these people are not listening. They are not even thinking. You understand? Come on. Sometimes it's not always inside the box. Sometimes think outside of the box. Then that's when you're gonna get your facts right. So this truth is just very, 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 very easy. Okay, when you want to put, for instance, when you want to put an order, you have to put things in place. All this money IPOB has been siphoning our people, NNAMDI KANU, millions and billions of naira. Why don't they come now and say, you know what, everybody, every Biafrans, no market, everybody should go to their local government. It should be 10,000 each for each family. Every Monday. Don't go to market, there will be 10,000 just to feed your family. You understand? Come on. Common sense is not that common, but, think. It's not that hard. God gave you this brain to, keep it busy. Brain is supposed to be like the way the clock is ticking. But all these people, they don't use smoke and come out. If I need a job for self, don't use breathing cream, breathe your own brain, come out. Because no matter how much he loves NNAMDI KANU, he know the truth now. He need to focus about the killings in the Biafra land. Our people are dying on a daily basis. All these people now mama born them. I watched a video where somebody was, challenge this guy, Master Prophet. That Master Prophet has made it public, because when you were saying it, nobody believed you that it's in-law of NNAMDI KANU. Nobody believed you, because everything Onyibe said is a lie. But he confirmed it that he's married to NNAMDI KANU's sister. And the guy was asking him, NNAMDI KANU has always said that if he will die for Biafra to come, that is no problem. That even if he need to die, make it go, make Biafra come. The guy say, agree for that player to show you they know what they are doing. So isn't NNAMDI KANU more precious than all these people? Isn't NNAMDI KANU more Biafran than all these people that already sacrificed their life? You understand? To brainwash somebody is very, very dangerous than poison. Because somebody where you want eat poison, if you know one chopper. Somebody where you want eat poison, if you see the poison before you see them, if you know you pour brainwash, it's a process. Just like when you use Lelasa, they put them for dryer, then they massage you the same time. You understand? That's what they did to all these people because they don't think anymore. They don't even have sense again to think, what is this guy doing? Exactly, this is what happened with this is exactly what happened with Boko Haram. Boko Haram, you see today, they are attacking their own people, and this is what IPOB are doing. All these victims, all these casualties, they are no Hausa Fulani. How long ago have you heard about do this or do that? Fulani people do this. No, you don't hear it anymore. All this attack now is on our own people. People are scared to even come home to see their people or do normal things. So let's be honest to ourselves. The truth is very, 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 very easy to understand. And the truth is life. And the sad part of it is there is no IPOB person will ever admit anything that NNAMDI KANU has ever uttered from his mouth. And they listen to it every day. They read it like the Bible. And because they have been brainwashed, they think it's way of life. And that's that you and your brother can never even agree to disagree anymore. Your own opinion don't count anymore. Everybody just need to shut up. Everybody is saboteur. And guess what? These men saboteurs now are IPOBs. Can't you even, when NNAMDI KANU brother Kanta came out to start fighting about IPOB accounts, instead of him talking about his brother, that he should be released, it shows you that, you know what, he cares about that money more than his brother. He don't care about his brother. It's very, very easy. Even if there was an issue, it should have been resolved, inside. But it's made public that the whole issue about IPOB is the money. So DOS is bringing an account. Kanunta is opposing it, saying that they are scam. So if NNAMDI KANU told you that the DOS is anything DOS said is truth, and his brother now is opposing DOS, what does that prove to you? DOS that is working with NNAMDI KANU is scam. The same his brother is scam. Everything is scam. Everything about IPOB is scam. I became very, very worried when I hear this Monday's lockdown because our kids have to go to school. They have been through a lot, but a lot of kids has been at home doing nothing throughout this. Nobody saw this lockdown coming. Anybody that really mean well for his people would have at least, if not for anything, acknowledged that your people have suffered enough. Even thank God for them that it's time now things are getting back to normal. Encourage them to go out there. Do you know how many IPOB now that maybe because some of them they told to hide the bush, they are still hiding in bush now, eating rat and rabbit because they are scared to come out because they already know that they wasted their time, and this is still carrying on. You telling people to hide. You didn't tell them to where to hide. Why don't you tell them to go and hide to your house? Why don't you tell them to go and hide to the house you build outside Nigeria? Why don't you tell them to go and hide in your house in Akwalu? To go and tell them to hide in other place you build for yourself. You tell them to just enter. You are there telling people you choose who live and who die. Who are you? You are nobody. And the funny part of it, I challenge any IPOB, and all of them are listening, all this coordinator, DOS. DOS, your job now is to challenge all your coordinators to come back home. Anybody that really love NNAMDI KANU in abroad, because our people in back home, they have sacrificed enough. They need a break now, they deserve a break. I'm telling you the truth. This is time now to challenge every IPOB. I see this one called the Avis. You were saying that if they don't let it in the country, they will set the whole Germany on fire. You are in somebody's country telling them, see how they are damaged in the brain. What is the business of Germany with what is happening to Nigeria? Why don't you go back there? you're telling you're making noise because we are there is freedom of speech, but there is no freedom after speech. That's what these people don't know. People will leave you to say what you want to say, but after saying it, you will be held accountable. It's not about talking. Talk is free, but after talking, as no if I'm running on after that your freedom after speaking, it might not be freedom anymore. And that's what NNAMDI KANU is suffering today. There is 101,000,000% evidence against this man. If all these people mean well for him truly, all they need is just unite themselves. Change, collect all the errors that this guy left behind, not still continue fighting each other. The one that they called Acide Hot, this guy is a rogue. If looking at his face, he's a retired criminal. This man is now coming out to tell us that NNAMDI KANU don't have a work, that he told them he don't have a work, that's a freedom fighter don't have a work, that is he feed from the money they donate to them, and that's why he tell you the reason why he's committing everywhere, because him as well, a grown-up man like him, he don't want to think about how to get a wife, have a family. He just want to sit online every day. When he's talking as well, the way the way he's dripping saliva like you will know the man is not even normal. Look, this is the people that will give you Biafra. And now he's the one interviewing Ejiofor. So this is very, 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 very laughable. The truth is there, but I don't know what happened. But you know what? What I saw in all these things is because our people, a lot of them in Europe, part of the whole world, they have used IPOB to seek asylum, to chop adulo in every country they are. And because of that, they are now playing along. They know the truth, but because nothing they can do. Even I won't be surprised if you tell me now they are already threatening the ones that are already had their paper, that if they don't continue paying their monthly dues, they will make sure they take their paper from them. But that is not truth. That is not freedom. It's time to stand up for yourself, because if you want to put yourself first, what about people dying? What about our people dying back home? Have they not died enough? Why can't you now, all these people over the world, he said, NNAMDI KANU said they have over 2 million. Why can't all the 2 million in our blood come back now? Show solidarity, to show you that they are with you. Nobody. The same man that the mother land of IPOB, he came out online to say that everybody is sacked. There are rats in the cage. In fact, everybody is sacked. Everybody just sack. I don't want to see anybody. You're useless. The American people said all they do is eat hamburger. You understand? All these people, you put your money, you put your soul, you put your blood. Everything, what you get back is insult. NNAMDI KANU, what I would advise the DSS and the Nigerian government, in as much as this man is still waiting for his trial, he should be put on psychological hospital as well, or get him psychological expert where they can examine him, put him on medication, because he's a totally madman. When you board on a plane, when the pilot is a madman, you're going to be clashed. And he's putting people at risk. So this man, even if they're going to free him, this man needs psychological medical help. He's a madman. You understand? So the truth is, what I'm doing, the way I'm saying this, what I'm still fighting for today is all this innocent soul. Anybody can insult anybody, you can say what you want to say, but I'm fighting now for these people that are dying for what they don't know anything about. Come out of that bush, go home, give your mother a hug, go out there, learn a walk. If you come back and learn a walk, come to this radio, we support you to start something. We need everybody to start now going out there to look for what they can do to survive. As we still fighting for, to get a better nation or get a Biafra, whatever we are fighting for, everybody need to now wake up. If you truly contact Onyibe, if truly you really changed, you need help. We will find a way. We are brothers. We just want the best for our people. People have died enough. All we need now is to support each other. I pray to God that anything like NNAMDI KANU will never come back to us again, because this is not what we planned for. So let's be very guided. A lot of people have died, and I'm telling you now as I speak, some mothers will think their kids are in training ground, or the way they lie all the time, the way they screenshot, the way they bring out video. They might tell their mother that their child, if the mother disturb them too much, they will do Photoshop with their kid's picture when he's in America, when their child is already in grave. I'm telling you truth, it is very bitter. Of parents don't even know that their kids now have paid the ultimate price for NNAMDI KANU, not Biafra. So let's be honest to ourselves. I want all these people now go and learn work. Those ones that have something they was doing, go back there and start again. Come back to this radio, explain yourself, be honest. After investigation, we can support you. You will move on, carry on. The downfall of a man is not the end of the life. But I want to NNAMDI KANU brother and the Chike Doziem, whatever they are doing with their account, they need to know that all these boys, they are calling unknown government, ESN, they're going to start hunting them very soon. Even that the one in Kuwait. Because you people have made this struggle a laughable issue. It's very, very laughable now. Because it's not about NNAMDI KANU now. You guys are fighting about where to put money. To show you now, it's about money. All these people that are doing everything they are doing it just for their selfish interest. They are doing it for their selfish interest. I feel very, very sad because, this man, I respected this man so much, but whatever he's doing, may God judge him, because this life we are living is not our own. Whatever you do, you will get your reward. Solomon Ebu, you was in this radio. You didn't even let Onyibe was letting people to air their view. You was cutting everybody off. You was fighting everybody. You was very, very convinced that NNAMDI KANU is there to destroy everybody. All of a sudden, you turn around now. You come back to NNAMDI KANU. If it's about money, money is not everything. No matter what, the scary part of this life is like, once you realize that you're not going to be here forever, say you don't dare long, you go there 100 years. Nobody's going to be here. So no matter what you have, is people that did not know how you struggle for it is going to enjoy it. All this money, IPOB money, I guarantee you, it's not NNAMDI KANU will enjoy the rest of it. It's people that didn't even know the struggle. That's why they're already fighting about account. Because obviously they know asina ukujago mbadabale ogwo. So they know. But my own concern is not about money. If he was scamming them and not putting people's life at risk, I will not be involved. I will leave him to it. Asina if na aluko jelly. So if that's what he's doing, fair enough, but putting people's life at risk, lying to people, creating chaos, creating mayhem because you need money. Even when you send them to the bush, you come on radio to announce the bush where they are. Any common sense will tell you that this is the person setting them, this is the person killing these people. Because if they are in the bush doing whatever they are doing, or wherever you put them, you shouldn't be coming out to announce it. Back to memory lane, NNAMDI KANU told us that he denounced every evil, Alochukwu, this, that, they kill these people, they do human sacrifice, he's believing don't do any. Or the same Alochukwu, you go there, you take your people to go and swear oath to remain loyalty to you. What does that tell you? Very, very double man. He talk from both of his mouth, both sides of his mouth. That's where they talk. He tell you yes. When he tell you yes, that yes means no. When he tell you no, that no means yes. He don't on his word. He will tell you one today, next minute he will lie and deny whatever he said. So it's common sense. All this IPOB has been, juju and haparis. It's been their, talk of the day. That's how they started, and that's how they're gonna finish. But why would this man still come online to castigate all those, places that he's been going and using his people, sacrificing the virgins, doing all sort of rituals, and you doing all these things? I hear from one of their retired members, they said the day they went there is about 400 and something people. They hired the boss to go to that Alochukwu or whatever to go and swear oath. So that 400, he will tell you the amount, and those people, once they take that oath, that's how they shut them up. You will be surprised to know that all these people that are being killed today by the Nigerian government, they're already determined to go, but they've already told them once you step out here, you will be gone. But I want to encourage them, you know what? NNAMDI KANU is the one that betrayed you. He's already spoke bad about your Ebinu Babi and Alochukwu. It's time for you to come back home. It's time for you to look for something to do. Establish yourself. Think about the mother that give birth to you. They want best for you. If what they give birth to you is just to go and die for NNAMDI KANU or his IPOB, they won't have, offered. So the whole truth now is all about NNAMDI KANU, and I applaud whoever that he is that according to that master prophet, it should have been that record should be playing in this radio, because it's a very, very big eye opener. The way the guy defended NNAMDI KANU, it shows that he don't care about anybody, and NNAMDI KANU is who he care about, and this is all family business. Nene is a cousin to their family. Master Prophet is the in-law. NNAMDI KANU is the family. Emapawafuri is the one, his brother. You understand? KANU, the one fighting for account tonight, is his brother. So it's just a family enterprise. People need to wake up and realize that, at some point we are gonna die, but you need to know what you're dying for. You understand? So that's all I want to say, my brother. Thank you very much. Keep up the good job. I can't thank you enough, Mr. Onyibe. You understand? The wise people, they know the truth. They already seen it. You understand? All we need is just continue to stir it on. You understand? Spread the good news. Save the souls. Because now it's not about anything else. We don't want anybody to die further.
Thank you.
And this sit at home tomorrow, I would challenge any of IPOB member living in abroad to sit at home because of NNAMDI KANU. You will get a when you live in abroad, you have a job. Before you take it off, you will call your people. You will book even a day off in advance. You will book a day off in advance for them to know, everything where everything work proper. You understand? They will have a, substitute in your day off. You can't just sit at home now think, no, they all going to work tomorrow, doing their normal day today. And forgot making hard currency as well, forgetting about those people that feeding hand to mouth, that suffer every day. Some people they sell pure water. That pure water, maybe their gain is whatever they sell is maybe 500. That 500, that day they go sit buy something chop. They tell the same they sit at home. When you lying to yourself, you know that tomorrow you're still going to carry on doing your day to day. You know who is cheating who? And I will advise these people, they have tried enough. It's time to step back. Let all this IPOB abroad to come back. Money is not anything, everything. Don't think because they are giving you money, they are supporting you, they're giving you money. The one that see the hot, it depends on IPOB levy. A grown-up man like him, every day he sat online, on online, on Biafra. Somebody like him, he cannot support his mother, he cannot support his father. When they give him from the one they stole from IPOB, now he will send the unknown gunmen and the ESM people 500 the charge card, because that's what he advertised, 500 the charge card. Anybody is only our supporters, he gets 500 the charge card. You just use it because of when your people are going. Your turn is going to be soon because you are not honest to yourself. You know the truth. It's time now for us to wake up. All of them, some of them, Ikenga is even advising people to sit at home. Your own mother sells ogiri. Ogiri, how much is ogiri? You're telling people how much, when last did you even check on your mother, Ikenga? You're telling people to sit at home. People that have money, that a way to do, they are not saying anything. You that don't even know your front and back, you're telling people to sit at home. Let's be honest, my brother. You understand? My own focus now is like when it's affecting our own kids as well. Kids that need to be in school every day. You're telling them to do what at home because a criminal is being apprehended. Channel this energy now to re-strategize. Bring your people back together again to realize that fighting, insult, threatening, blackmailing, killing is not going to give you any freedom. That's what you need to do. Strategize. Not just coming online, yapping, spewing rubbish. So that's all I need to say. Thank you very much, my brother. God bless.
Thank you and good night from here. And of course, the people must understand we have 3 issues to attend to on a regular basis. One, we will address the issue of the Nigerian state. Of course, as of when necessary, because that aspect comes in 2 phases. Is either to advise our people against the Nigerian state, or we review the atrocity and crime committed against our people by the Nigerian state. And then the second aspect of what you're supposed to do is for a clear review on activities of pro-Biafran group, of course, inclusive of our political elite. And finally, the third aspect is that we will continually enlighten our people. Let them know the truth, because that is the only thing that can set them free. If you are a Biafra in Biafra land, tell me that in your heart of heart, sit at home is what you want. If that is not what you want, you are confused already. Just like the gangster called DOS, all of them are confused already. Sit at home. Some they don't sit at home. But I must tell you, there is no advantage of sitting at home. If you like, you sit all your life. This is exactly what Nigerians want. They don't give a hoot about how long you sit at home. But of course, you do not have choice. They will deceive you. We made a promise. Nobody will sell the next generation of Biafra, not under our watch. Just give me one single advantage of sitting at home. Hey, they carry your supreme leader. Bombo. They carry a supreme leader. I thought supreme leader have men all over the world. And where were they when he was picked up like a Greek fowl? It's unfortunate. I actually let the line open today so indigenous people of KANU can come out and tell. Go to on Facebook. They are just behaving like mad dog. All of them. And what do they have to do? Some ESM idiots have been arrested in Imo State in their camp, and they were preparing for sit at home tomorrow. Now, the information I'm receiving now is that the ESM Imo State, who I told you this night they will send them to different locations. Imo own has been apprehended. These are intelligent people. You let the house of our enemy to be in peace. KANU and his generation and those stout called IPO pingos You now do what you do on the expense of our people. And go on social media now. You will see the picture of the ESN who are going to kill Imo people in the name of Sitato murder. These are children. Grown-up men has left an because sometimes they could reason. Then they pick adolescents, teenagers, promise them heaven on earth. But of course, we know we have so much work to do. But believe me, we will be here in the end. And on a daily basis, we will get better. The people of Biafra, for sake of a survivor, if you used to leave very early, make sure it's morning already. At least you can see the next person ahead of you. And then you can go. Those people who choose to feed on the misery of their people, come and shut Biafra land down. Everybody say, come out, come out, come out, come out. Let us see you come out. You don't even have a house. So where are you coming out? Go to the bush. Because already I'm outside already. And that is applicable to every member of my family. We are outside already. Come and shut us down. How long will we fool our people? Just be sincere to yourself. Take time, like maybe 2-3 hours. Analyze what you have done in IPOB, what IPOB have done to you. Try to analyze. You see, sometimes you hate yourselves. But we cannot be discouraged. It doesn't matter what they've done to you. It doesn't matter what they are preparing to do. But we must put ahead of us the purpose why we came out in the first place. I'm so proud of generations of 1960 and beyond. And I could only pray that God will give them the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to defend the Biafran territory all these years. And now we cannot afford to disappoint them. The baton is on our hand. Make no mistake about it. The journey has just begun. And of course, I sign off from here tomorrow. We continue in-depth review on our position and the quest to restore Biafra. My sincere apology to those of you I cannot receive their call at this moment. And of course, sincere appreciation to those of you who were able to call in, making your positive contribution. May I use this opportunity to remind us that we have Biafran Human Rights and Freedom Radio Station in Anambra State. And the very one we installed in Anambra State releases radioactive frequency to Delta State. And so from Nzene to Obawosa down to Onitsha Head Bridge, you can't receive Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio Station on FM relay station. And of course, if you take a distance of 7-kilometer radius within the area I've mentioned, you will get Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio Station. The lock number is 100.5. And those of you in Onitsha, Anambra State, those of you in Onitsha Head Bridge, Onitsha, Mpo, Tere, and its environment, you will get Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio Station on FM. Encourage your people to join our program. Come and know what is really happening so you people can be able to prepare yourself. At the same time, those of you in River State, we from the axis of Eneka, some areas of Igirita, Rumola, Rumorosi, Rumugbo, Okoro, down to Wimpy and its environment. Calculate this distance and then look at it from within the ranges of 7-kilometer radius. You will know the area you will get this radio station. And of course, those who really want to send this message to their family, those of you in diaspora, this is the time for you to truly invest on this issue. Our people need to know what their problem is. All these years, KANU will send his unknown gunmen and ESN to go and kill Igbo people, to go and kill Biafran people. And he will be shouting, Fulani herdsmen, Fulani. We know Fulani herdsmen does theirs. But we should be able to know when it's Fulani herdsmen that is striking, or when we are the one that is undoing ourselves. And these are lies we cannot cover. Today, in the absence of unknown gunmen, NNAMDI, KANU and others, it looks like Fulani herdsmen has lost their gun, or they are running out of bullets. Who is deceiving who here? If something is done for strategical reason, let it be on record that the people know the truth. After all, Nigerians have been setting us up for all we can, for all our lives, but they're not the expense of our people. They go and kill people. Hey, Fulani Boko Haram. The Fulanis are doing a lot of terrible things. But now, mechanic no let us know who be madman. That is the problem. Mechanic no let us know who be madman again. And so now the KANU no let us and his team of zombies no let us know where our problem they come from. Nothing like sit at home in Biafra land. But you have a choice. You can sit at home, call me in the morning. Let's say I will send pillow and mattress for you so you can sit properly. There is no advantage to that. And certainly everybody go about your business. The de facto customary government in the interim are doing great and marvelous job. I pray God will continue to guide them and then give them the knowledge. And those of you who are still standing as a spectator, your advice, this is the time to go home. And I thank the Almighty Creator who give us enablement, who is our guide, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And I say good night from here. We just cannot do without Biafra. Ndewonu.
indigenous broadcaster, championing the cause for the restoration of Biafra. Biafra Human Rights Radio. Of course, unstoppable and remains the beacon of truth. It has been so since yesterday, and it is today and forever. Biafra Restoration Project is